But when the season is coming right, I watched him grow, develop. I watched him reach out and help those who were helpless. I watched him tell somebody about the goodness and the word of God. I watched him go into dark places and create some light. I watched him work with the congressman. I watched him drop a tear for the congressman. I watched him drop a tear for his community. I watched him humble himself so that he could be a leader in the community. I watched him fight on our behalf. I watched him sacrifice. I watched him give up his comfortability to be a leader. You know, to be an elected official, you got to sacrifice some things. I watched him make that sacrifice. When it was uncomfortable for him, he was trying to make it comfortable for us. I watched him take care of his mother. You know, you can tell a good man on how to take care of his mama. I watched him do that. I watched him help little boys and little girls go to school, set up scholarships. When they didn't even know who was setting the scholarship up, I watched him. And I worked with him to help do some of those things. And so I want you all to join me in bringing our very own son. And he wasn't like the prodigal son. He brought the provisions back home. He went away, went to school, got educated, came home, and brought the provisions back home. And that's what we need our kids to do. So I want you to bring our son, our brother, our other leader, the congressman's help, to the floor, Dr. Reverend. He's also not only anointed, but been appointed by God to give us a word. I watched him do a sermon a couple of weeks ago. And he talked about running your race. And he brought that thing home on how to run your race no matter what the race is. When it gets dark, when it gets lonely, when it feels like you can't move forward no more. How to run your race. And when you run your race, at the end, that'll catch you was Jesus Christ. I watched him preach that. Somebody even gave up their life. So I want you all to welcome our very own Cook County, former county, Reverend, Doctor. He's also smart. He's an attorney, too. Richard R. Boykin!
Let the church say amen. Let the church say amen again. I'm Richard Boykin, and when I say Jesus, you say Christ. Jesus. 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 Jesus is the reason for the season. I want to thank God for each and every one of you, and thank God for giving us the opportunity to be here today. I want to thank God for our congressman. Will you put your hands together for Congressman Danny Davis? You know, the good book says that what you do unto the least of these, you also do unto me. And so I think around in the book of Matthew, it says something about when I was hungry that you feed me. When I was thirsty that you give me drink. When I was naked that you give me clothes. When I was in jail that you come see about me. When I was sick that you pray for me. I think the good book will record that Congressman Davis has done all of those things and then some. And so we thank God for him and his staff. Look, it's election season. We're going to have an election in about 90 days. And I'm asking each and every one of you to go out and vote to re-elect Congressman Danny Davis as the United States Congressman. And then when you go on down that ballot, you'll see the name Richard Boykin for Clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County. Now let me tell you what that position is all about, because you may not know. Dorothy Brown is the current clerk. She's not running again. The clerk is actually responsible for every record that begins in the court system. So if you get a ticket, you got to come through the clerk's office. If you need child support, you got to come through the clerk's office. If you got to bond somebody out of jail, you come through the clerk's office. It's a very important job. We got to have somebody in that job who understands the folks coming through our court system. Most of the people coming through looks like me and you. And the good news is, I'm the only black candidate on the ballot for this position. And so guess what? With your help, we will be elected on March 17th, clerk of the Circuit Court of Cook County. And I'm gonna make sure that we don't put the fines and fees on you that put you in a spiral of debt. I'm gonna make sure that when you have to come through the court system that you're treated with fairness and dignity. I'm gonna make sure that you're treated appropriately and that you get the information that you need. I'm gonna be accountable to you like I was as your county commissioner. I'm the guy who got rid of the pop tax, so you're not paying a pop tax because of me. I'm the guy who got rid of the tax on feminine hygiene products. Women, you're not paying that tax because of me. I'm the guy who passed a bill so that the county police officers, when they arrest folks, they don't choke you to death. I'm the guy who stood up for you every single time, and now I'm asking you to stand up for me. I can't do it without you. Let me tell you, when I look at each and every one of you, and when I look at our children, the good book says that we need hope. There's a songwriter who said that my hope is built on nothing less than Jesus' blood and righteousness. I dare not lean, but wholly trust in Jesus' name. On Christ the solid rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand. Now let me tell you this. It's often said that man can live about 40 days without food, about 3 days without water, about 8 minutes without oxygen, but not 1 second without hope. You are our hope. We need you to get out and vote. I can't do it without you. Let me tell you, you really are like the light of the world. You're like that city set upon a hill whose light cannot be hidden. Nor do men light a lamp and put it underneath a bed, but rather they put it on a lampstand so that everybody in the house can see the way. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our house and this is our county. And when you let your light shine, chains begin to break. When you let your light shine, people begin to get free. When you let your light shine, healing takes place in our community. When you let your light shine, darkness has to flee. It says, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning time. It's morning time in Cook County. It's our time in Cook County. Remember to pray for me and vote for me. Remember Richard Boykin. Thank you so very much. And Congressman Danny Davis. Thank you so much. And God bless each and every one of you. Now I got to pray for you for the food. Let us bow our heads. Father God in heaven, it's once again that we come before you. Thanking you, Lord, for this day. Thanking you, Father God, for this, your people. Asking, Father God, that you will bless the food that has been prepared for your saints. Asking, Lord, that you will take all the negative stuff out of the food and make sure that it's all positive going into our body. Take out all those impurities and purify it for our soul's sake. Father God, give us the energy to run this race that's set before us. Lord, bless those who are less fortunate than we are, that we may be a blessing unto them. Let us all remember the true reason for the season, and let us remember the gift that you gave us. Father God, we thank you for this food now. And we ask that you bless it in your darling son, Jesus' name. Amen. Amen. Hallelujah, everybody. Thank you all so much. Merry Christmas.
All right, Rich, all right. Y'all remember that? Well, we got some homework to do, right? And we're going to do all of our homework because we're going to get an A. We're not giving up nothing that we have fought, worked, and gained down at that clerk's office. We're not going to turn it over to anybody else because we worked for it. When Dorothy Brown had it, we worked for it. Now when Richard gets it, we're going to work for it, and we're going to get it. We're going to work to keep our congressman. I can't hear y'all. All right now. All right, Mary. Mary, you got something in you. Can you give me a note, Mary? Yeah, can you come give me a note? Come to sing something, just say something. Just say Jesus to the people, Mary. Is Gerard in the room? All right, Ivy from our friends from Chinatown. Give him something, Mary.
Hello, everybody. My name is legendary Mary Baldwin, the president of Rockwell Garden with the Chicago Sergeant Arm for the Chicago Housing Authority. I'm not going to give her no note, but I'm going to tell you all, Richard Boykin, come over here. Now, this man may look so sophisticated, and you may be kind of fear of him because he don't smile like you want him to. But I tell you, we have worked with him when he was running for Cook County. We have put him in. He still wasn't smiling. So, but I told him he's going to have to smile more if he want to get that job downtown where we put Dorothy Brown in. So I'm going to ask him today to give you all a big smile. And you all don't forget, we're going to be out there working hard because we want Richard Boykin, though he's a minister, a lot of you all may not know it, but we want Richard Boykin, Reverend Richard Boykin, to become the next clerk of the Cook County, Please don't forget to come out in March and vote now. So thank you, and Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year to all of you all. But I'm not singing tonight. Come on, Sharita.
I was trying to get Mary to sing a little bit for y'all. So now Gerard Moore, candidate for the 10th Legislative District, one of my co-MCs. Is he in the house? I don't think he's in the house. You know, Gerard always does a big raffle, so he's probably out getting those raffle items together for you all. In the meantime, we got a little bit more information for you all. You know, not only are they going to start serving you all, but we got a little information, and we want you all to get it, don't we, Ike? We want them to get the information because information is powerful when you use it. So we got somebody that's going to come up before y'all start chopping on that chicken to talk about the 2020 census and why it's important. How many of you all know the census is important? LaChero is going to teach us why the 2020 census is important, what it is, who can participate, how you can participate, and what we're going to lose if we don't participate. Here you go.
Hey, everybody. Awesome. So you guys probably saw our team members as you guys were walking in. You signed a form and everything, and you probably tried to figure out what that form was, right? Everybody say $1,800. $1,800. Say it again. That's how much money you represent by yourself. Every year, when the 2020 census hits, we need to make sure everyone is counted. All of the federal funding, $1,800 per person. Imagine your child going to school, and out in the suburbs, they're spending like $100 per student to get them those fancy textbooks. But in the city of Chicago, they're maybe spending $15, $25. Somebody say $1,800. That's how much money we lose every single time you are not counted. And that's every person in your home. $1,800 per person. If you imagine everyone in this room, and we had $1,800 for everyone represented here, how much we would be able to change with those funds. We don't want to let the federal government hold any more of the money that is due to us. So please, stop in the lobby. Our team is out there. We have so much information to give to you. We want to make sure that everyone represented here, everyone you left at home, everyone that's coming back to your home soon, even your grandmother and those that are on disability that you maybe did not think counted. They count. Everyone under your roof counts, including me. And if I was staying with my mom and it was 6 of us, and I didn't want them to understand that there were some children in my household that maybe I had with a bunch of other people, it didn't matter, because all of my children will count, because they represent how much money? $1,800 per person is what we lose when we are not counted. You guys understand that? Is everyone going to complete 2020 census? Do not leave today without stopping in the hallway to grab your material so that we can get the information to you and let you know when the 2020 census is happening so that you can get there, fill out the forms online. If you need assistance, we're here to help you do that. And we want to make sure that everyone is counted. And everyone else say employment. They're hiring too, so you need a job. They're here. The representatives for the census, our bureau, are here. So stop in the hall. They're here. They're ready to take your applications, assist you in taking applications. We don't want you to miss out on a job. And how much money? Are you guys serious? How much money?
So if you got 100 people and we're getting $1,800 per person, how much is that? 1,800 times 100. How much is that? 1,800 times 100. That sounds like $180,000. Now, I want you to multiply 180,000 just for 100 people over 10 years. That's how much money we'll be losing. And that money is what directly helps impact your life. Now, for those of us who are struggling, I think some are struggling. For those of us that are struggling, that's a lot of money, because if we don't give it from the government, it's going to come out your pocket. It's going to come out your pocket. Grandparents raising grandchildren, college kids trying to make it through college, Pell Grants, medicine, Social Security. All of those things are going to be impacted if we don't participate and make sure every single person is counted. Now, who are the ones who don't like to be counted? Our children from the ages of 0 to 5 are probably hard to count. And you also stand to lose a representative if we don't go out and get counted. Now, y'all know we need everybody we can up there fighting against Trump. And if we mess around and don't count, they're going to count us out. We won't have the proper representation. Somebody else could be representing us. But kids from the ages of 0 to 5, senior citizens, and if you have a senior who is afraid to fill out the census application, call us so we can get someone out there to help you. Then you have the men and women that live on the street that are hard to count. It's a time for us to get this information because we're going to have to use it. The census is really important. If you have a warrant, you don't have to worry about that. You need to fill out that census application. If your family is homeless, they got to fill out the application. Miss Edie and them work with the guys trying to help them get jobs. They got to fill out the applications. Everybody has to fill out, everybody has to get counted. And some of us see the changes that's going on in our community. It's kind of getting gentrified. We got to make sure we account it so we can have representation. We got some, thank you, sweetheart, very much for that. Go back to a table and see you all. As our musicians get themselves together, we got some other folks that want to bring some information. You know, it's like going to church. We get information when we go to church. So not only we get to the Word to learn how to live, to get some hope, that's the information. And so right now at the Christmas party, we're getting some information so after we finish church on Sunday and Wednesday or Tuesday, we can make it the rest of those days. Right now, we got our own state representative, Camille Lilly, from the 78th District, who is running for re-election. She's been serving you all food, working at Loretta Hospital, fighting for us in the state legislature. I'm going to let her say something while she's working.
Thank you, Sister Sharita. I want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year to all of my friends here in the Austin community. It is so important that we come together once a year, and Congressman Davis gives us that opportunity to break bread together. It is my honor to serve the meals, the soda, anything you need, I'm here to serve. I am running again this year for the 2020 election, March 17th. Please come out and vote. Your vote counts. It makes a difference in your community. And of course, please vote for me. I am the state rep of the 78th District. But I want to thank you. I want to congratulate Congressman Davis and all of his staff who put this on every year. What year is this?
40 years, I can't remember. 35 years, I can't remember.
35 years ago, we had a vision to feed the community, and we do it together. All of the elects, under the leadership of Congressman Davis, who really understands the importance of letting people know we care. And that's what tonight is all about. It's our community holiday meal. God bless you all. Eat up. I cooked something, but I won't tell you what it is. Okay, God bless you all.
All right, give it up for you all. Give it up. She is a true leader in Springfield. She's a compassionate leader in Springfield. She is a right leader in Springfield. She's a stand-up leader in Springfield. She has not forgotten who she was, whom she is, who she belonged to. When, you know, some people go up there and kind of forget. She's accessible. You see her in the community. She's not a gadfly. That means she didn't just come to the community. You know, the congressman has some work he's been doing in Washington, D.C. Some folks say, well, we don't see him. Well, you can't see him if you're not watching him on CNN because he has to go to Washington to vote. I know we got a lot of folks running for judge. They want to say something. But we want you all to come up to the front, give us your card, get registered. Some of y'all we know, some of y'all we don't know. But it's important that you know who's going to represent you on the bench. Isn't that right, Ms. Hurd? It's important that we know who is going to represent us. That's right, because they'll get downtown and get on that bench and get bipolar. Like that ain't the same person I saw in the community that said, give me your vote. So right now, we are going to, oh, I say, see, she listening. She coming. Everybody, all you judicial candidates, come over here. Wait, yes, ma'am, stand right there. Come on up here so we can see who you are. Now, because they're up here doesn't mean we've endorsed them. The congressman is going to have a list of folks that he endorses. So y'all have to pay attention. Now, if you're running for judicial office and you're not up here when I begin to pass this mic, you're going to miss it. You won't get a chance to speak. Now, the congressman has some work that he's been doing in the community. So it's a lot of you all, so we're going to take a few turns and getting this done. So, now I see her on a regular basis.
Hello. How are you? Thank you. Thank you so much. Good evening, everybody. I know that the dinners are on the way, and the only thing standing between me and you and them is us talking to you. I'm Justice Cynthia Cobbs. I'm a judge on the Illinois Appellate Court, and I'm running to become the first African-American woman on our state Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is the highest court in our state. They've never had an African-American woman. The court is 201 years old. We can make history. I've been a circuit court judge, I'm an appellate court judge, and I ran the entire Illinois court system for 9.5 years. I have the experience that matters because I'm uniquely qualified to serve on the Illinois Supreme Court. Again, I'm Justice Cynthia Y. Cobbs. Look for the blue wristband on March 17, 2020. Let's make history together. Put me, the first African-American woman, on the state Supreme Court. Thank you, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and God bless.
Judge, I got a little homework for you. Can you come back here, Mr. Judge Cobb? Can you read a few of these things that the Congressman has, this is his legislative, let's you read a few of those.
All right, we want to draw your attention to some of the Congressman's legislative initiatives. This is important stuff, y'all. Congressman Davis is in D.C. working for all of us. And so you need to know that when he's not here at home in the 7th District, he's in D.C. writing and working for all of us so that we have all the rights and the initiatives and the things that we need here at home. So, Congressman Davis has been active pushing child welfare legislation. He's been active in pushing legislation that will support children and families, bringing forth the Responsible Fatherhood Act, making certain that we have legislation that will take care of child care and quality access to child care. The Congressman, when he's not been here, has been pushing home visiting and reducing maternal mortality rates for our babies. Congressman Davis has been pushing the Children's Budget Act. He's also been active in civil rights litigation, which should be no surprise to you because Congressman Davis is a civil rights activist. And so this last term when he was in Congress, he was pushing the U.S. relations with Creek Nation of Oklahoma and also the Rosenwald and Rosenfeld Scholarship Study Act. He's also been active in the criminal justice arena, and he's pushing legislation so that people who commit crimes will have a second chance. He's pushing in D.C. the Second Chance Act. Also, for those individuals who find themselves in jail and not able to pay to get out, Congressman Davis has been active in pushing the act that will help bail fairness when you go to court, so that when the judge is looking at whether or not to set bail for you, the congressman has been in D.C. pushing legislation such that when you step before the court will honor and recognize that you need a fair bail, one that you can afford. And then the congressman has also been active with education legislation. He's looked at predominantly Black Institution Act. He's looked at private student loan legislation. And he's also been looking at repeat student aid drug penalty legislation. So just know that when Congressman Davis is not here in Illinois, that he is yet in D.C. working for you, trying to make sure that you have legislation and things that will support and benefit you, people who are Black and brown, women and men just alike. So just pay attention, watch and listen to what he's doing when he's away from you, because although he's away from you, you're always in his thoughts. Okay, here we go.
All right, did you the congressman has a lot of work, so when they say that those politicians aren't doing anything, well, some of them might not be, but we know that's not the case for Danny Kenyatta Davis, right? We know that's not the case for Congressman Danny Kenyatta Davis, right? All right. So we're going to do this a little bit at a time so we don't bore you all. You all see we have a lot of folks that's running. We have another young lady here. So what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3. We're going to cut off, well, we'll cut off at you. I want you all to just take 30 seconds. Yeah, just 30 seconds. You got to spend some time with us. Yeah, we don't want one of those bad boyfriend dates. You got to spend some time with us so we can develop a relationship. Isn't that right? So spend a little time with us so we'll know who you are, kind of get the feel for you so we know kind of what we're doing when we go out to cast our vote. So, Judge Reeves, soon to be, we think, Reeves Harris, who used to be our state rep. I remember.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Oh, I'm sorry. As she said, my name is Pamela Reeves Harris, and I'm running for a circuit court judge of the 7th Judicial Sub-Circuit. I was the state representative for the 10th District, and now I'm running for circuit court judge. Just to explain to you, the 7th Judicial Sub-Circuit was created to help women, African Americans, and minorities get to the bench. It's difficult for us to run county-wide and to be able to be competitive, and so the judiciary was cut up into many sub-circuits, the 7th being predominantly on the west side of Chicago, which I was a state representative of, and now I'm currently running for circuit court judge. I've been an attorney for over 27 years. I grew up in Cabrini Green, worked my way through undergrad, law school, started out as a corporate attorney. Then I've been an administrative law judge for over 25 years, where I've learned to listen to individuals and treat people with the respect and dignity and apply the law in an impartial manner. And I went on to become the state representative. Now I'm working in government as an attorney. So I'm asking you to come out, please support me, so that when our kids go into the courtroom, they see someone looking like us sitting on the bench in judgment of them. That's why the sub-circuits were created. Again, my name is Pamela Reeves Harris. I'm running for circuit court judge of the 7th Judicial Sub-Circuit.
Okay, so we have another judicial candidate. It's getting hot in here, y'all. It's getting hot in here. All right, so we never have another person. She's running for judge, and she's going to tell us in 30 seconds why she's running and wants and needs your support.
Hi, everybody. My name is Laura Ayala Gonzalez. I'm running countywide. I'm going to follow the rules. Please know that I've been a trial attorney for 17 years, a little bit over 17 years, and I am very proud to be first-generation Mexican-American attorney, and I'm asking for your support, as Latinos are very underrepresented on the judiciary. So I'm looking for diversity. I'm looking to do something for our black and brown communities, and I'm asking that on March 17th, you vote for Laura Ayala Gonzalez. Thank you. Have a good night.
Good evening. Thank you. My name is Maura McMahon Zeller, and I am running for judge in the Circuit Court of Cook County. I am the middle of 9 children, so I'm very familiar with conflict and trying to work out conflicts in my family. I have been representing children for 26 years in custody cases, and I believe our children are the future, and we need people on the bench who are sensitive, compassionate, and patient when families come into court. So I hope you'll vote for me, Maura McMahon Zeller, on March 17th. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm Judge Celestia Mays. I am running countywide. I'm an endorsed Democrat. In January of 2019, the Illinois Supreme Court selected me to serve as circuit court judge, which is where I currently sit here in Cook County. In November of 2019, the circuit court judges selected me to serve as an associate judge. And now I am asking you, the voters of the Cook County, to elect me to a full 6-year term as judge in Cook County. So remember Judge Mays. I'm going to give you an easy way to remember my name. Mays is an common name. It's uncommon because you rarely come across somebody named Mays. But it's common because everybody knows Willie Mays, right? Now, although Willie and I are not related, for the purposes of this election, I am claiming him as my long-lost cousin. And like my cousin Willie, with your help, I'm going to hit a home run come March 17, 2020. So please be with me. I'm passing out my cards. I need your vote. I appreciate your vote. Thank you so much for your time.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Judge Lavander Smith, Jr. After 25 years of practicing as an attorney, fighting on behalf of children and families, the Illinois Supreme Court called me earlier this year and asked me to fill the vacancy of a judge who retired early on her term. That term expires next year. So I have to run in order to keep my seat for the next 6 years, just like Judge Mays. So I'm asking for your vote on March 17, 2020, to keep the seat. Thank you for your time, and I'll be passing out cards talking to you as the night progresses. Thanks again.
Merry Christmas, everyone. My name is Kristen Lyons, and I live about 5 minutes away from here, right next door in Forest Park at 290 in Harlem. And I am running, Forest Park, I am running for judge in the neighborhood race called the 7th Sub-Circuit. I grew up on the south side by 95th and Stony. I went to high school, college, and I was the youngest graduate in my law school class at 24. I am 41 years old. I've been practicing for 15 years, and for the past 8 years, I've been representing injured workers. I do workers' comp, and I'm running for judge because we need compassionate, intelligent people on the bench, and that is what I will bring to the bench. So I ask you for your support. Kristen Lyons, Lyons, and everyone have a Merry, Merry Christmas.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Araceli Reyes Dela Cruz, and I have been an attorney for 18 years. For 18 years, I have been a public servant. I have served victims of crime as a litigator fighting crime. I have served Chicago Transit Authority riders, our public transit riders. I have served Illinois public consumers. My entire career has been public service. I want to bring all of that experience and all of that service onto the bench to make sure that I represent all the communities of Cook County. So on March 17th, 2020, I'm asking you to choose Dela Cruz. One more time, I need everybody to choose Dela Cruz on March 17th, 2020. Thank you so much.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to thank Congressman Davis for this wonderful event that he has every year. My name is Mabel Taylor. My motto is Tailor Made for Justice. I say that because I'm a lifelong resident of the west side of Chicago. I understand what our problems are because I live them, I see them, and I believe I can effectively represent justice for the west side of Chicago. I don't need anyone to tell me what goes on in my community because I see it every day. We need people like me on the bench that understands what our problems is and willing to listen to the facts and rule competently and when you face me on the bench. Again, my name is Mabel Taylor. Tailor Made for Justice. I would appreciate your vote. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I want to say Merry Christmas. I also want to thank Congressman Danny Davis for this wonderful opportunity, and I want to thank him for his vote yesterday. My name is Cherie Desiree Henry. I am your circuit court judge.
I am the baby judge. I was just appointed 4 months, and I love what I do. I'm the judge they send to do the weddings on Friday, and then we have the divorces on Monday, because it just was what they thought over the weekend. But seriously, I have been a public defender for 20 years, a Cook County public guardian after that. My whole career has been dedicated to serving you. So I'm going to ask for your support on March 17, 2020. And the way to remember me is Stevie Wonder wrote a song about me. And that song is My Sharia Moore. So when you go to vote on March 17, remember Stevie Wonder says My Sharia Moore. Thank you.
My Sharia Moore.
Hello, everybody. My name is Owens Joe Shelby, and I'm running for judge in this upcoming election. I'm from the west side of Chicago. I grew up playing basketball and baseball right here at Columbus Park. I went to high school in the area, and I've been a state's attorney for the last 12 years fighting for the rights of victims. So I'm asking for your support. Please come out and support Joe for Judge or Go with Joe on March 17th. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. All right. Well, my name is Kelly Marie McCarthy. I've met a lot of you tonight. I want to thank the Congressman also for having me out for a great event like this. So I'll keep it quick. I'm a career public defender. I've been working in the communities of Austin, the west side, the south suburbs of Cook County my whole life, from one end of the county to the next. And it would be a pleasure to serve you all as a judge. So it was my pleasure to be here. I live in Berwyn, real close by, where I raised my 2 boys, and I'm extremely happy to meet all of you. So if you haven't, grab one of these cards, and you can follow me on Facebook or email me or call me, and I'd be happy to talk to anybody about my qualifications and why I would be a great asset to the bench. So thank you all. Happy holidays and have a great night.
All right, before we bring up Ms. Johnson, who is running for judge, and Deidre, who is running for judge, we're going to take a break a little bit, and then we'll bring you all back up, okay? All right. All right, so we have 3 more judicial candidates that's going to come up, and right now we have a young man in the room who wants to talk about jobs and transportation. So Asia, can you and your team please come up to talk about jobs and transportation? They also have a form they want you all to fill out, so to see if you qualify, and I don't see them. Asia, can you and your team come up to talk about jobs and transportation? I see them back there at the door. Sir, can you and your team please come up to talk about jobs and transportation? Asia? Asia going once. Asia going twice. And Asia is right here. Hey.
Thank you. All right. So we're from a Native Investment Group. My name is Asia Lamar, and I'm not a judge or a politician or anything. Hold on. No. Okay, no, we're from the Native Investment Group, and basically we are looking to do 2 things. The first thing we're looking to do is partner with local businesses in the community to help you grow your business and work with local residents on employment opportunities. The next thing we're looking to do is help people get jobs and get to work. So we've got 2 people going around, one Jerry right here, the other Gail right here who's in the middle. Gail, raise your hand. And what we're looking to do is get you all to sign up today so that we can figure out how to get you guys to work if you're interested in a job or continuing a career, or if you're a business owner or want to start a business. We want to work with local residents to help you get your business started and growing in the community so that you can pay that forward and continue to help the community grow.
Merry Christmas, everyone. My name is Gail. I am the CEO of Transit. Transit is a service which will help people to have a career, not just a job. So if you know individuals Doesn't matter what age, whether they are looking for a position as a warehousing, logistics, driving, customer service, we can assist them because we don't want you to just have a job. Now the other side is that Transzip itself, we are under their umbrella and we are always looking for people who have a daycare center. As we know, in manufacturing, they run 3 shifts. A lot of times people are not able to get to the job because of challenges with daycare. So if you have or have a desire to have a 24-hour daycare center so that you can help more people have their careers, then you need to contact us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And the positions we're placing are in manufacturing, logistics, as she mentioned, and we're looking to pay, a living wage, right? 13 and 15 above as the wages go up. So looking to get you in long-term careers. Thank you all so much.
All right, y'all, let's give them a round of applause. So you all, I think our entertainment is kind of coming. And I know we're going to have a really big guest surprise for you all today. All the way from Washington, D.C. I see Sam Mars in the house, all the way from Chinatown. I see Ivy Lamb is in the house, all the way from Chinatown. All right, you all, let's give it up for our family and friends from Chinatown. All right. You know, the Congressman represents everybody. You know, in the middle of the break, Gerard Mora is going to come up while our entertainment comes to the table. He'll come back again, but Gerard, I want you to come and read some of the Congressman's legislative record. Gerard is Mora, who is also our Deputy District Director, who also is a candidate for the 10th Legislative District. He'll tell you all later on what that means, but right now, he's going to read off some of the things that the Congressman has been doing in Washington, D.C. You know, he works in Washington, D.C., as well as here in Chicago, and we want you all to be empowered with what it is that he has been doing to represent you. Now, this young lady here you see passing this food, she's also running for judge, but she's humble enough to do some work as well. Gerard, here you go. Start from right here on down.
Okay. All right, everyone. My name is Gerard Mora. I want to first start off by saying thank you, Sharita, for holding it down for Congressman Davis. Let's give Sharita Logan a round of applause for holding it down for Congressman Davis. One of the first things that Congressman Davis did, he voted right yesterday. When he said impeach Donald Trump, he voted right. The Congressman introduced legislation as it relates to the Trauma Informed Care Act. Congressman Davis introduced legislation around the Family First Prevention Service Act. Congressman Davis introduced and passed legislation around partnership, grants, and strengthening families. Congressman Davis introduced the Second Chance Act, which gave people a second chance to re-enter into society. So Congressman Davis has been on the battlefield for our community for a long time, and we look forward to him continuing to be on the battlefield for our community. So everyone give Congressman Davis a round of applause for his service and what he means to our community. That's just to name a few.
So in Gerard's hand, he has a couple of pages of just some things that the Congressman has recently worked on. So when they say they are not working, you all are going to say what? You're not talking about Danny Kenyatta Davis, right? When they say they're not working, you all are going to say you're not talking about who? One more time, who? All right, y'all getting it, y'all getting it. Y'all put an extra piece of chicken on that plate. I see some other folks who have come in the house. We got some other judicial candidates. I'm trying to get the music up front so we can have a good time. So, okay, we got our city treasurer. She just came in the house, and when the congressman get here, she's going to say some words. So we have Judge Jackson, who's up here running. We have Judge Sutton. We have young lady who is running unopposed. Okay, so why don't we do this right quick? For the rest of the judicial candidates, why don't you all come up front? And before we let them go, we're going to let our treasurer say something because she has another stop to make as well. When she finished hugging and kissing our very own First Lady, you all, let's give it up for our First Lady, Vera G. Davis! Miss Davis! All right, y'all give me an extra piece of chicken. We also got our city treasurer, Melissa Kanya Irwin's husband in the house, who was kicking butt yesterday at the city council, that if we don't work, nobody work. If they don't smoke, don't nobody smoke. Yeah, black folks want a dispensary too, right here in the city of Chicago. So here's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna let our treasurer speak. We're gonna call the alderman up here really, really quick. And then we're going to get our judicial candidates because they got some other stops and some more hands to go and shake. All right. And then, so we're going to have then our candidate Gerard Morris speak. And I see my own colleague Nikki Harvey, who is also candidate in the 9th Legislative District with that beautiful hat on. She's always doing it. Let's give it up for her.
Good evening. Can you hear me, everyone? Can you see me, everyone? I am Melissa Conyers Irvin, and I am so humbled, yet proud to be your city treasurer of Chicago. Yes, thank you. So I wanted to say thank you to the West Side, to the Best Side. But I'm citywide now, so I'm sure we have some Southsiders in the house too. So thank you for you all's support. With your support, this is the first time we had a citywide elected official from the West Side of Chicago. And we did it together. So I say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to Congressman Davis. We love Congressman Davis here in the 7th District. He is good to us. He works for us. He fights for us. And we're going to be there for him on March 17th. So thank you for everything that you do. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. From my family to yours. Thank you.
Feliz Navidad. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Now we're going to bring up her husband, the alderman, and then we're going to bring up Gerard Moore again. This young man, we watched him from knee-high, what they say, from knee-high to a pope or pope to knee-high, whichever one. But we watched him grow up and participate in this process for a very long time. He's been mentored by the best, Danny Kenyatta Davis. But now we're going to have Alderman Jason Irvin say some words to us. Y'all give him a hand. He showed fought for us yesterday. He said, if y'all want it that bad, y'all just go on and take it.
All right, y'all. We just wanted to just say happy holidays to everybody, along with my wife and my daughter, Geneva. We just want to thank you all for the work that you all have done to put us in the position that we in. I would not be standing up here today without the help and support of many of you all in this room. So I appreciate you. I want to say thank you. I want to say God bless each and every one of you all, and Merry Christmas. Thank you much.
All right, if we don't have a dispensary, ain't nobody going to have a dispensary, huh, Alderman Gerard?
All right.
Happy holidays to everyone. My name is Gerard Moore. I'm running for state representative in the 10th district. I'm looking forward, Melissa, to continuing all the work that you have done when you was down there in Springfield for working families and needy families. I'm looking forward to continuing that work. The district that I'm seeking to represent is a microcosm of the city of Chicago. We have people from all walks of life and different economic backgrounds. So we need a strong leader down in Springfield that can carry the message from our community and letting them know that we're going to fight and do everything we can to bring the resources back to a community that's in desperate need of those resources. So I'm looking forward to going to Springfield to do that. Happy holidays to all of you. Ms. Davis, I love you so much. Happy holidays to you. And Feliz Navidad.
I want to wish you a Merry Christmas. Now, this young lady here, she has a lot going on out there in that south suburb. She's doing it. She's running. She's campaigning. We're supporting her. Our own Miss Judge Johnson to be.
Thank you so much. So I'm not going to keep you long. I'm Judge Sharon O. Johnson, been a judge for 10 years, and I'm looking to move up to the appellate court. So I'm the only appellate court candidate that is here tonight. I'm not running against any of these good people here. So I want you all to remember Johnson for justice. 3 words, Johnson for justice. Johnson for justice. Johnson for justice. Thank you.
Now we have a couple other judicial candidates. All right, bless you, y'all. We're so proud of her. Give it up for our city treasurer. So for the rest of the judicial candidates, you all have kind of like 30 seconds to talk because we got a lot of folks to get up and we want everybody to get an opportunity. Nikki, where are you with that good hat on? We got to get Nikki over here to do her presentation. So, Mr. Judge Garrico, then Judge Sutton, then Ms. Walton, then Deidre, y'all know Deidre, and then Ms. Conway. All right.
I'll be very brief. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. I'm Judge Jericho. Some of you all have seen my picture. I think you all have my wristbands out there. Merry Christmas. A vote for Judge Jericho. Jericho. It rhymes with Jericho. A vote for Jericho is a vote for you. Thank you, and Merry Christmas and happy holidays. And thanks to Congressman Danny Davis, who's my congressman and who has endorsed me. Judge Jericho. A vote for Judge Jericho is a vote for you. Thank you.
All right, see, I like him. He was disciplined. He kept to the program. All right, so now Judge Sutton.
Hello, everybody. Clap your hands if you love the Lord. Woo. Yeah. How many of you know if you got an angel watching over you? I got an angel, but I won't sing it today. I'm running for judge, you all. I'm running county-wide, the Marianne Mason vacancy. I want to thank all of you for putting me in this position, first position on the ballot. Thank you for your support. I thank Danny Davis for being a friend of mine. And I thank all of you for your support. And I'm looking forward to being your judge on March 17th. So look for the name, Arthur D. Sutton, on March 17th. If you can't remember the name, just think of all of a sudden. All of a sudden. God bless you all. I'm leaving some CDs here with Congressman Danny Davis, and he's going to bless some of you all with it. God bless you. Arthur Sutton, look for me on March 17th. God bless you.
I got an angel watching over me. I got an angel watching over me. Sound like we had a preacher in the house. All of a sudden, you got blessed. All right, You all remember, we go 30 seconds per person because we got to bring on our musician. Nikki has to do her presentation. And then by then, we're going to have a very special person walking in the door.
Good evening. I am Judge Tira Walton, W-A-L-T-O-N. I am running in the 1st sub-circuit. I am unopposed, so I will be on your ballot all by myself. So you all make sure you vote for W-A-L-T-O-N. Love you. Thank you, Congressman Davis.
All right, y'all, and she's running unopposed. Yay, we like those choices. All right, so now we got Deidre.
Thank you. Good night. Hello, everyone. Happy holidays. Thank you to Congressman Danny Davis for his unerring support. My name is Deidre Bauman. I am running for judge county-wide. Some of you have asked, boy, there are a lot of judges around here. There sure are, because there are 13 vacancies. And most of those vacancies are contested. So that's why you're seeing so many of us. So please pay attention to the cards. And remember my name, Deidre Bauman. I am the voice for equal justice, and as some of you may remember, I was lead counsel on the Burr Oak Cemetery case, if you all remember. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Deidre Bauman.
Deidre's a hard worker. I see her everywhere we go. Now we have another young lady to bring to you. Isaac, how you doing? We're glad you can make it. Remember, as they talk about the Congressman's record, you all, the Congressman Danny Kenyatta Davis! Let's give him a round of applause if he walks into the room, you all. Yeah, he just did a great job on the Hill. He voted for the impeach, and impeach. All right. You all, let's give him a round of applause. Drop that chicken and give it up, Danny Kenyatta Davis! All right, you gotta be quick, Judge, because we're gonna give him the mic when they get up here.
Hi, I'm Marsha O'Brien Conway. I'm running for judge. I only have 30 seconds, so please vote for Marsha O'Brien Conway, MOC. Thank you so much.
Oh, see, she was a blessing. So, Nikki, while we have the Congressman come up, why don't you make your presentation? We'll let Commissioner Johnson say something. By that time, our hard-working, the hardest-working Congressman in Congress is going to come up.
Happy holidays, everyone. If I can have everyone's attention really quickly, because I have some important information that I would like to share with you. So turn to your neighbor and say, shh. One more time, turn to your neighbor. So I stand before you today because most of you know that the Congressman's Congressional District is the mecca of healthcare. We have more hospitals and medical schools that educate the finest inside the Illinois 7th Congressional District. And Congressman Danny K. Davis is a vanguard for healthcare. We stand tonight to appreciate a gentleman. We stand tonight to appreciate a gentleman who has been a leader in healthcare in our city. He came to our city here in Chicago, and he has worked tirelessly and effortlessly to make a difference in our community. He will be leaving the University of Illinois, and we want to appreciate him before he goes to Virginia to take on a new position. So the Illinois 7th Congressional District, Congressman Danny K. Davis awards this certificate of recognition to one outstanding community partner for his innovative approach to medicine, his support, his community service, and his valuable civic contributions in healthcare. Dr. Robert Wynn, MD, the Associate Vice Chancellor for Community-Based Practices, the Director of the University of Illinois Cancer Center, a Professor of Medicine, and a Clinical Professor of Surgery. Can we give a great round of applause to Dr. Wynn? medicine who came to Chicago to develop a cancer center, and he thinks outside of the box with medicine. Can you say a few words to the crowd?
Thank you, guys. Happy holiday. I'm not running for anything, but I can tell you that it's been my honor to serve you on the west side Chicago, wherever you were, to be able to make cancer care better, particularly for folks on the west side of cancer who, as many of you know, cardiovascular disease, heart disease, and cancer is what's killing us. So we're trying to come up with therapies and drugs made specific for y'all. So stay tuned. I ain't done yet. We gonna make our lives better, whether we black, brown, or whatever else. Health matters. So if you love yourself, you gotta love your health. All right, thank you now.
All right, give it up for Dr. Wynn. That means if you hadn't gotten your mammogram, go get one. That means if you haven't got your prostate blood test, go get one. That means if you haven't got your heart checked, go get one. Some of y'all need to get your head checked, go get one. So we all need to go get checked out so we can be up and healthy. So Commissioner Johnson.
Thank you. Hey, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, everyone. My name is Brandon Johnson, proud to have served as your Cook County Commissioner of the 1st District on behalf of the Johnson family. God bless you all. I want to say one last thing as the Congressman comes to the front. It's not just enough to impeach Donald Trump. We got to beat Donald Trump. And in 2020, we're going to elect a Democrat to lead this country. And just for the record, there are some organizers that are here on behalf of Elizabeth Warren. So God bless you all. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I love you. God bless you.
All right, our own Congressman, you all stand up and give it up for Congressman Danny Kenyatta Davis. All right.
Congressman, how are you?
Well, let me say it's good to be here. It's good to get here. We've had a pretty busy week. Yeah, it's been a very busy week. We've impeached ourselves the president, but that's only the beginning of the process. But let me thank all of you for coming out and sharing a moment or two with us. It seems as though every year, no matter what we do, the schedule gets changed, and we never know whether or not we're going to get here. But that's all right. We've had a fantastic week. I mean, it's been a great week. The Democrats have done a lot of good stuff in the House. We've passed all kind of bills. Several of them are actually my bills. 2 of the bills we passed last week was mine. One of the bills we passed yesterday, and we passed 2 outstanding bills today. One to try and change the way we pay our income tax, and we hope that we're going to be able to change that. We call it SALT, state and local taxes, that we can't deduct anymore from our income tax. And we're trying to change that back. So let me thank all of my staff who've been doing all of this stuff while I'm gone and all of that. But I do see that Dr. Wynn is here, and I wanted to make sure that he came. Let me have one little minute. You know, we always say that life is but a minute, just 60 seconds in it, forced upon us. We didn't seek it, and we didn't choose it. But each one of us can determine how we use it. We suffer if we abuse it. Just a tiny minute, but eternity is in it. I asked Dr. Wynn if he would try and come. He is the only African American in the United States of America that is in charge of a cancer treatment center. Of course, unfortunately, he's going to be leaving Chicago and going to Virginia. But I wanted to thank him for all of the tremendous work that he has done at the University of Illinois, all the work that he has done at the Miles Square Health Center. That's where I get my health care. You see, I don't believe in trying to teach what you don't know and trying to lead where you don't go. And so, community health centers, federally qualified health centers, when we started them, there were only 3 or 4 of them in the country. Now, they are serving between 25 and 30 million low and moderate income people all over the United States of America. There's a whole bunch of them in our neighborhood. PCC Wellness Care, of course, Miles Square, Near North, the University of Chicago, just all kind of them. And so they are so great. So Dr. Wynn, in appreciation for what you have meant to this community, the community of Chicago, not one part of it, not 2 parts of it, but the communities of color especially in Chicago. We wanted to thank you, and we know that you won't be here as much as you've been here, but you'll be here some. He came from out in Denver, Colorado, when he came to Chicago, and he has lit up Chicago in terms of what health care means. I want to thank Nicole Harvey, who has been working as our health liaison. We have more hospitals in our congressional district than any other single district in the United States of America. There's no district in America. We have 24 hospitals. We have 4 medical schools in our district alone. So Dr. Wynn, we thank you, and I know it's hard to get a little attention, but do the best you can and say something to our guests.
Congressman Davis, as I said before, none of this could have happened without your support. And again, it has been my pleasure taking care of people and seeing folks, especially brown and tan folk, get better every day, knowing that you don't have to die from cancer, but we got miracle drugs right now so you can live with it and beyond. So again, thank you very much, and thank you, Congressman Davis. Appreciate you.
All right. Well, we thank you so much. You know, everybody got a song that they like, and I got a lot of songs that I like. One of my favorite songs is I've Got an Angel Watching Over Me. And so Attorney Arthur Sutton, who is not only an attorney and a performer, but he is also running for judge of the circuit court
And we want you to remember him. Things are just heating up, just getting started. But he is an outstanding citizen of our community, and we're so delighted that he's here with us tonight. Please have it.
I just want to say thank you again, Congressman Davis. I said hello already. I told him I was waiting for you because I know you love that song, I Got an Angel. And I wanted to make certain that you get it. I'm running for judge countywide. Just remember the name on March 17th. Arthur D. Sutton. Arthur Sutton. Arthur Sutton. If you can't remember, just think of all of a sudden. God bless you. Thank you, Congressman, and enjoy your record.
Well, thank you, and we got to have you back because we got to have you campaigning all over the community. We got to get you elected. We want to get you elected. Anybody else that didn't?
We have a young lady who's running for judge, and she's been serving food all evening since she got here. And so we wanted to afford her an opportunity to say something to you all. Okay.
I just want to say it's been an absolute pleasure to have served food here today. Often we want people to give us something, but I wanted to give something back to everyone here. And remember my name, Joy Nelson, and I'm going to start serving dessert. Thank you.
All right. So, yeah, Gerard has said something, but let's let him say something again. Gerard, come on over here and say something again.
I never knew nobody running for office that don't want to say nothing again. So I definitely don't mind saying nothing again. Again, Congressman Davis, again, you have a great event. Thank you for all of the hard work that you have done throughout the years. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to learn from you and to study up under you. And I pray that I continue to make you proud as I continue to grow in my political career. This particular election that I'm running in is serious. There's a difference between the two candidates. We have one person who feels entitled, and we have another person who understands that it takes hard work and a commitment to do this job the right way. I'm ready to go to Springfield to represent my community, not the special interest groups or to become a backroom deal politician. I want to go to Springfield and represent all of you, and I want to fight for issues because that's important to you. So my name is Gerard Moore. When you see the sign, "We Want More," that's me, Gerard Moore, for State Representative of the 10th District. Thank you so much.
We want more. We want more. We want Davis. We want Danny K. Davis. We want Nikki Harvey. So you all, let's hear from Nicole Harvey. She didn't get a chance to speak. She just brought on Dr. Wynn. So let's hear from Nikki.
Good afternoon. So I'd definitely like to say thank you to the Congressman for all of his great work and his legacy and his continued work that he has. I am Nicole Nikki Harvey, and I am running for state representative in the 9th District. I am entrenched and equipped to be your candidate for that seat. I am here. I am connected to the community. You know who I am, and you know that I will carry your message, and that I will carry your thoughts and your ideas to Springfield to fight for you. Together we can make a difference. Remember, Nikki for 9. Thank you.
All right, this is the day. You all, we have some great entertainment, but while we go into this entertainment, we have one more person to speak. We have one more person to speak, and if I let Mark have his way, we'll have 2. But remember, the rule is 30 seconds. And then you just have to go out to the crowd and build a relationship. Mark, who you got?
I got 30 seconds.
Yes.
Okay, all right. All right. This is one of the greatest events to do in the year, which is Danny Davis's Community Christmas Party. Wouldn't you all agree with that? Would you all agree with that? Congressman Davis, let them know. You know, there's some folks out here that think that this election is a game. This is not a game. We are proud that Danny Davis
voted for the impeachment to get that thief out of the White House. Give him a cheer for that. It took some courage to do that. I'm Mark Lovelace. I'm running for state representative in the 26th district. The 26th district goes from Streeterville all the way to 91st Street. It brings together the west side and the south side. It brings together people who have needs and who need needs. What's that? Anyway, anyway, you've seen me here before. I support Congressman Davis. I'm working for Congressman Davis. I'm working for myself. I've got some friends with me. Deidre Bowman is here. She's a good friend of mine. And Jill, and Sharita's going to announce Jill. Thank you all. Let's go out. Remember, this election is important. This is important. We want to retain the 7th Congressional District. Do you want to retain the 7th Congressional District? Tell me yes. All right.
All right, Mark gets a little excited. We like that. He's been out working in the vineyard for a really long time. Now, Mark couldn't count. I trust you can. 30 seconds. And then we're going to start to ring the bell.
Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas, everybody. Let's thank Congressman Davis for this great party. My name is Jill Rose Quinn. I'm running for Judge countywide in Cook County. Please vote for me March 17, 2020. I'm endorsed by the Democratic Party, by the Victory Fund. I'm the first openly transgender judicial candidate ever in the state of Illinois. I'll be the first openly transgender elected official in the state of Illinois, endorsed by the Democratic Party, the most inclusive party on this planet. Thank you very much. My name is Jill Rose Quinn, and I'm running for judge. Thank you.
All right, Carl Brinson sent his representative up here after she finished serving food to make sure that you all know the NAACP was in the house. Now she's going to make that announcement.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you to Congressman Davis for this great event. Just want to announce that the Chicago West Side NAACP is in the house. My name is Ramel Terry. I serve as the second vice president and political action chair. And I hope you guys enjoy the food and have a happy and safe holiday.
All right, I see our own Tony Pitchfork, who started out with the Census Bureau a long time ago. So Tony is in the house helping to serve food. I saw Dwayne Truss, who is on the school board. I see Dr. Sowell, who also is just a congressman's dentist, but she's also my dentist. You all check her out. So right now we got a little music. We got a little entertainment. You all have been so disciplined. Listen to everybody talk and tell us what they gonna do. Y'all gotta keep a record about what they said. And so here I'm gonna turn it on to Seymour and the band. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Ready? 1, 2. Test it, 1, 2, test. Won't y'all put your hands together? That's one. I'd like to say Merry Christmas. Jesus said, trust in me, I'll be your friend. All you got to do, just depend on me. Jesus said, I'll be your best friend than you ever had. Won't y'all clap your hands? All you got to do, just depend on me. Jesus said, trust in me, I'll be your friend. All you got to do, just depend on me. Jesus said, won't y'all clap your hand? See, it may be your last time. See, people were here last year this time, they're not here. You can depend on me. 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 Wait a minute, y'all. Good evening, everybody. I feel pretty good tonight. Come on, y'all, clap your hands. Are you feeling good tonight, y'all? Whoa, I need somebody here tonight to be a witness. Oh, I need somebody here, y'all. If you clap your hands for me tonight, I believe everything will be all right. I feel good. Clap your hands just a little bit louder. If you want to stand up on your feet tonight, clap a little louder. I need somebody, clap a little louder. If you feel like you want to wave your hand, wave just a little bit higher. You can be a witness. You can depend on me. 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 I need your best friend. You can depend on me. You can depend on me. All you got to do is call on me. You can depend on me. Call on whenever you need to. Depend on me. I know he will be right there. You can depend on me. You can depend on me. You can depend on me.